Don't ever call me Mister.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Rik.
You call me.
I'm Rik.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come? I've read about you before that, like a futurist and a consultant. How come you landed here in a sales conference?
Oh, first of all, I've got a sales background. You know, when I started in business in sales. First as a sales rep. You know how it goes. If you're good in sales, you become a sales director. Most people in sales are not good sales directors, but I happen to be a good sales director. People told me, because you never know yourself, but I seem to have been a good sales director. So I've been in sales and marketing in corporate life for over 15 years before I became a CEO. And then if you're a CEO, you're still responsible for sales. So I've got a huge sales background. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Sometimes when we speak with middle management and top management, we say all organizations responsible for sales, not just like a sales guys. Yeah. So it's a good.
But it's the same for when companies implement CRM, for instance.
Yeah.
They think it's something for sales. If the company is not using CRM as a company, it's not working. By the way, I don't like to call it CRM.
So how
I
we
like
call
to
it?
call it CMR, Customer Managed Relationship. The best relationship with the customer is a relationship that's managed by the customer and not by you as a company.
So go. You started with a customer, so I prolong that topic. I heard you on stage. You said you can read a customer mind, or you will read maybe a customer mind.
Yeah.
Thoughts and mind. So how we can do that?
It already happens.
Okay.
I don't know whether you have Spotify on your phone.
Yes, I had it.
Okay. Spotify knows you. How come Spotify knows you? Spotify can even know your mood, the mood that you're in. Because the music that you listen to, the volume that you listen to, it tells something about your mood. How come they know? They can read your mind. No, they don't read your mind, they read your data.
Yeah.
You leave data. And everyone leaves data because you live your life on the internet. And when you live your life on the internet, you leave data all over. So it's not only the data when we talk, by the way, when we talk, you transmit data, I process the data, I talk to you, you process the data, and we do data transmission. The more we talk, the more I know about you. It's exactly the same with customers. The only thing that we forget to do is everything I hear from you, and I work for a company, I keep it for myself. If you start sharing it within the company, everybody in the company can learn from our conversation.
Okay.
So if everybody wants to share their data with some centralized platform in an organization, the organization will help you to read the minds of your customers.
So it's not a magic sauce. It's already happening, as you told us.
It's already happening, and that's, you know, people call me a futurologist. First of all, I don't have a crystal ball. You can't buy a crystal ball at Amazon. And if you buy one at Amazon, it's not going to help you. I can't predict the numbers of the lottery. But, you know, what people call the future, in most of the cases, it's already happening. The only thing is most people don't see it or don't want to see it. It's a matter of keeping your eyes open and wanting to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes changes happen in the world, but they not like stay. For example, in sales, yeah, it just was like a short term, and maybe people they don't know how it will stay in our sphere sector or not. So we're not like too keen like be pioneers of something. So how? Okay.
You've seen it. My plea is for all companies and for all departments within a company to be more, you know, outspoken and to be more daring, to be a pioneer. We wait too long, and then the pioneers will make it happen, and they can only react to what's already happened. It's about, hey, how can you make it happen? And the only way you can make it happen is by being a pioneer. My last company I've been running was a very successful company. Why? Because we were pioneering all the time. We did everything different than competition, and you can only do things different than competition if you dare to pioneer and if you dare to make mistakes.
But what you do when, for example, try something, it's not working, and you need like time is wasted, effort is wasted, energy, maybe some motivation is like going down.
No, okay, if you look at it, time is wasted, then it's time wasted. If you look at it, okay, we've learned something, and we're going to reuse that, then it's not time wasted. It's not energy wasted. But what most companies do wrong is, first of all, they don't know how to design an experiment. And the second is, if they start an experiment, they don't know when and how to stop an experiment. And I couldn't, because it was a 20-minute speech, I couldn't bring all my stories.
Of course.
But one of the amazing stories about when to stop an experiment is what I've learned at Google X. Google X is the innovation department of Alphabet, the mother company behind Google. And they have the tail of the monkey. And the tail of the monkey is this tail. Just imagine that you have this brilliant business idea. I'm going to train a monkey to recite Shakespeare. And when it is able to recite Shakespeare, I'm going to build a theater and I'm going to invite the world, because the world is willing to come and see that monkey and is going to pay a shitload of money to see that monkey. Okay, we're going to run an experiment. What are most companies starting to do? They're going to build a theater. And after 3 years, this theater is ready. And then they wasted 3 years because then they have to train the monkey, and they will find out they will never be able to train the monkey. So when you design an experiment, always start with the most difficult first. Start with a monkey.
Okay.
So that's what most companies do wrong when they design an experiment. They start with the easy stuff. Start with the difficult stuff. And if the difficult stuff doesn't work, stop the experiment. And then you've learned from it. You've learned what works, but you've learned what doesn't work. And you didn't waste too much time because you stopped it fast.
At least you learn how to proper handle the process of experimenting.
Yeah.
I hope.
But that's Elon Musk.
Yeah.
When you look at SpaceX, you always start with the difficult part. And when it fails, the whole world says, see, it failed. And then he says, no, we've learned from it.
Yeah.
Now we know how to fly for the first 30 seconds. Okay, that's what we know.
Okay.
And now we're going to do the next step.
Okay. Understood big data, and one thing you mentioned during your speech, AI.
Yeah.
But AI, you transcribed it a little bit different, like augmented intelligence.
Yeah, I don't like the terminology artificial intelligence. First of all, it's not intelligent. If you read all the material about what is intelligence, that thing is not intelligent. It's got huge computing power. It can deal with a lot of variables, but it's not intelligent. It's only intelligent if we use it in an intelligent way. So it's augmented intelligence. It will help us to become more intelligent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the idea.
And as long as we call it artificial intelligence, people will start to be afraid of it, because then they see it as a threat. It's going to replace our intelligence. No, it's going to make you more intelligent.
Okay. Your name of the topic, power of curiosity.
Yeah.
So I got the idea. I think we all listeners got the idea. I made some notes. But if we're going to the basics, to the ground, as a salesman, what should I do every day? I don't know, 5% of time or 2% of time, but train my curiosity or become more curious.
You know, we were all born passionately curious. Kids in between 0 and 7 years old, you know, they are why monsters. Why? And then when you're 7-year-old, all of a sudden you start to lose that why. Because of education, because of training, because of schooling. You forget the why. And so it is about try to find that inner child again. Don't look at things like, I already know what it is, but look at it like Alice in Wonderland. I don't understand it, and the more I don't understand it, the more curious I will be. And then I start to understand it because I don't try to understand it. The understanding is coming to me. So what can you do? Ask more questions. Be more open-minded. Look at the world not like through the lens of what you already know, but look at the world through the lens of what you don't know yet, and what you want to discover. And that is even when you're talking to me and I'm talking to you, you're asking me questions. So you make me the center of the universe. If you're talking to customers, and if you talk all the time, you are the center of the universe. If you are passionately curious about your customer, you turn your customer into the center of the universe. And what people buy from you is not what you say, is not what you do, but how you make them feel. And if you want to make them feel the center of the universe, be passionately curious. And it's so easy and it's so fun to do, man.
I can cope with your thoughts, but sometimes I'm in consultant business myself, and sometimes I feel people okay, but I have KPIs. I need to move to that direction. My competition doing that. How we can like.
Yeah, yeah. When I've been writing a book. It's with my editor. I've been writing a book about this Net Curiosity Score, and I've been looking at this whole library of business books. I bought business books, and now I'm in speaker circuit. You get business books, and I've been looking at all the business books, and I've been throwing, and I put them back, but I've been throwing all the business books on the floor where there was not one single mention about curiosity. It's a pile, and I ended with 5 business books with 1 or 2 times the word curiosity. We've forgotten about curiosity in business. How come? Because we always think that we know what we know. We have our eyes on the ball. We are so focused that we forget about what is actual curiosity. When you are not curious, you don't see the next big opportunity because you think that you know what you know. And you don't know what you don't know yet. And maybe that is the next big opportunity. And if you don't grab that opportunity, it will become a threat.
Okay. So net curiosity score, how to measure? In hours?
Book. No, not joking, but buy the book. Because that's the question I always got.
Okay.
I was talking about curiosity and people started to challenge me.
Yeah.
Hey, Rik, that's nice. You turn it into a KPI, but how can we measure that KPI? So I spend 2 or 3 years on trying to find out. I've been running, and I'm still running a couple of experiments with large organizations that saw it and said, oh, Rik, we want to cooperate with you and we want to introduce this KPI. So we're running this KPI, and I can't disclose them yet because I promised that I'm only going to disclose them when I launch the book. And what will be January, in English, January 2025. I'm going to disclose the companies, but and it works, it functions, and it's measurable.
Okay.
But I can't disclose it yet.
Understood. So guys who are listening us, you still can contribute to the book of Rik Vera. Yeah. Because the book will be published
You can still contribute.
Yes.
Any ideas are still relevant.
Because when you said net curiosity score is like a KPI, usually when I speak with my company with a consult, I said KPI should be easy understandable, easy to track, not like looking into CRM and 2 hours of report. No, just grab it,
Most companies are looking for that one single KPI.
Yes.
That's easy to measure, and that kind of makes a couple of other KPIs no longer as relevant. Because most companies end up with way too many KPIs. I've been in corporate organizations. In the end, you have like 30 or 50 KPIs, which is way too many. So you want to reduce the number. I can tell you, when you start to measure net curiosity is influencing your HR, is influencing your well-being of your people, is increasing your customer loyalty, is increasing your marketing impact, and is increasing your profitability. So it is like, and I'm not going to say it is the mother of all KPIs, but it's pretty close to the mother of all KPIs, to be honest.
Okay. That's another curious thing to understand and to dive.
That's something. If there would ever be this type of conference, because I love this conference, but it was sales related. But if there would ever be a conference like this for HR or for senior managers, then I'm going to zoom more into how do you make it measurable and what is the effect of net curiosity.
Okay, then this is for you. Okay, so last sentence or last, I don't know, a thought you want to leave our sales community, if you have something on mind.
I've been in sales for like 3 or 4 years. People that are in sales don't realize that they have the best job on the globe. The thrill of winning without without leaving the other party with the feeling that he or she has lost. So winning as a company, but also make the customer feel like the customer has won, is the best feeling that's the best feeling you can have. Back in your car, leaving your customer and saying, yes, I nailed it, but I didn't win. We won. That feeling, that's unique. You can never have that in any other function than in a real direct sales function.
Perfect. Rik, it was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.